Let's talk about the parking lot for a second. So we all know the rules. We can't go into the parking lot for any reason at all, especially when it comes to making an apprehension. Now there are special occasions or exceptions that allows us to go into the parking lot, and one of them is for a safety walk. We check in the parking lot for drug use. We're looking for things like needles that could be exposed to the public. So if you work in a store, a more um, hostile store, you'll see a lot of this type of action. A lot of drug users leave they stuff on the ground outside, and it's everywhere. People coming in complaining about it, and things like that. Now, when it comes to just duck hunting, you just trying to pick people that is coming from the parking lot. You could do that. You could do that as long as you don't go into the parking lot while you are trying to make an apprehension. You're good to go into the parking lot. So you play with that as you will. Now, on the other hand, let's just say you are trying to make an apprehension. Somebody does go into the parking lot, or let's just say somebody come in, they doing something suspicious, they doing something fraudulent, and you don't really feel comfortable making that apprehension, but you still keeping your observation of them. And they leave the store, they go into the parking lot, they go to the back of the parking lot into, a vehicle, and they just chilling. How can you capitalize off of this? And let's just say your cameras in the parking lot is shitty. You got stationary cameras and they're all pixelated. So you can't get no type of information off of that vehicle. License plate number, you can barely get a make or a model. You feel me? One thing that I will use is my cart pushers. Use your cart pushers. Use your cart pushers because they the only motherfuckers that are allowed to be in the parking lot. And so with that, you got to understand that a cart pusher is going to be more low key. Ain't nobody going to be paying attention to no cart pusher. Come on, I used to be one. I know. You feel me? Ain't nobody paying attention to us. We at the bottom. You know what I mean? We at the bottom. People look down on us. They're like, "Oh, you a cart boy." You feel me? So when it comes to your cart pushers, utilize your cart pushers. I used to ask my cart pushers, "Hey, man, I need you to go over there, grab a few carts. Make it look legit. I need you to grab the license plate off of that car and tell me what kind of car it is." And boom, problem solved. Problem solved. You ain't got to worry about getting in trouble for going into the parking lot. It's so low key. It's so low key because the cart pusher gonna go over there, grab a couple carts, and they not gonna think nothing of it. You know what I mean? So learning the parking lot is it's important. You got to know what's going on inside and outside of your store at all times. Outside of catching shoplifters, I mean, there's a lot of other stuff that we tend to do. And take this with a grain of salt because it's not all companies. I would say if you solely working for Walmart, like there's a lot of things that they want us APAs to do at Walmart. There's other companies that don't want their APAs to do anything but just bringing in bodies. You feel me? And that's speaking from working at Target. You feel me? So outside of just trying to catch shoplifters, this is just an example of how you can catch a shoplifter if they go into the parking lot and we can't go into the parking lot. Safety walks throughout the parking lot. Like I said, we find needles and stuff on the ground everywhere. That could be a safety issue for everybody, customers and employees. If we just start doing these little things, walking the parking lot, doing safety walks, a lot of these things can be prevented, and we can start tackling a lot of these issues before they get worse. You know what I mean? Like I said, you can when you watching the parking lot, you could come up on a lot of stuff like I've been in the parking lot and I've seen somebody hit the back of somebody's car trying to park. So there's like incidents like those that you may have to deal with. And a lot of times when somebody get their car hit in the parking lot, people tend to like to come to us and try to get video, but it don't work like that. You got to fill out a police report, and then the police has to request the video, and then we can release the video to the police. But we cannot directly release any video to the public. I'm gonna say that again for all the grasshoppers out there. You cannot directly give video of any incident of any kind to the public, to any customers. There's a process for all of this. You have to go file a police report. The police comes to us. They request a copy of the video. We release the video to them, and it's done after that. But not for no reason at all. No reason at all. You burn any video and give it to a customer directly. I don't give a damn what they talking about. I don't care how much money they offering. I don't care how sympathetic you feeling for them. It don't matter. You play it by the book. Do not ever give video directly to a customer. Period. You've got to treat that store like your home. You got to make everything in there your business, inside and out. If it's on the property, it is your business. You need to be nosy. This job gives you a pass to be nosy and to be in everybody's business. Everything that's going on, everything that's moving, it is your business. We are there to do a job. We're not there to make friends. We're there to make an impact. You feel me? We there to set the tone. We there to send a message. We not playing. We're not playing. 2025 was rough. Going into 26 is gonna be crazy. You feel me? But at the end of the day, without these folks, man, we wouldn't have jobs. You feel me? Without these folks, we wouldn't have jobs. So, it is what it is. It is what it is at the end of the day. But the parking lot is very vital. You can learn a lot from just observing things that's going on in the parking lot. People that is parked in certain spots, that may be up to no good. People that are parked by fire exits, people that are scoping the store. These are people that you want to be on the lookout for. People that may be, scoping the store. They outside taking pictures, video. They go inside taking pictures and video. You know what I mean? Like, you want to keep your eyes on everything moving. If you always got your mind focused on just catching shoplifters, you're gonna miss bigger opportunities, and you're gonna miss um, different experiences that you could have that's gonna make you into the great APA that you need to be. A great APA has his or her eyes on everything moving. We looking for anything that might involve with creating a hostile environment, vandalism, verbally being aggressive towards other customers or associates. Like, I'm looking for anything. You feel me? I'm looking for any and everything because I go into work wanting to smoke. I go into work wanting to smoke, not on like, not negatively, but just on the mentality of I want to make an impact today. I want to have a great day. And at the end of the day, I want to feel like, you know, I did something great. You know what I'm saying? Um, because over time, your regulars, people that go to your store, they're gonna see how you move, how you work, and they're gonna respect you for it. They're gonna hold you down once they see what type of man or woman that you are, and how you do your job, and how you take pride in your work, and how you treat everybody with respect, and how you don't talk down on nobody. You feel me? Make people feel less than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've got to be a great leader. We've got enough um shitty leaders in the workplace. Do not become one of them. You want to be the ones, you want to be one of the leaders that stand out from all the rest of the leaders. You want to be one of them leaders that fight with your associates, not against your associates. You want to be the type of leader that fights with your associates, not against your associates. Those are the leaders that have the most success in the workplace, or the ones who fight with their associates. The ones that know, okay, we don't have enough people to unload this truck. So guess what? I'm gonna roll these sleeves up. I'm gonna take off this walkie. I'm gonna hop in the truck and I'm gonna help, unload it. Those type of leaders. Those type of leaders that see, okay, the front end is backed up. We're short staffed. You know what? I'm gonna hop on the register for a minute. Those type of leaders. Not the leaders that point the finger and tell you what to do all the time. Those are the ones that get bodied in the workplace. You feel me? They get bodied by everybody. You know what I mean? Those are the ones that get rolled out of the workplace. But when it comes to the parking lot, understand the game. The parking lot is just as important as being inside of the store. You can learn a lot from just being highly observant in the parking lot. You can catch people doing things they're not supposed to be doing, using drugs, um, setting up for a push out. Um, there's been robberies in the parking lot, safety issues that can be in the parking lot, needles. Wintertime, let's say, wintertime's coming up, it's snowing outside. You might want to take a look outside and see what it look like. Right now, they do got contractors that come around in the parking lot and plow, but let's say the sidewalks, right? You might want to put salt down. Make sure you got rugs down. Make sure you got your caution cones up, because if somebody slip and fall coming into the stove and you ain't got no caution cone up and they slip and fall on that, lawsuit, lawsuit. That's on us. That's on us, because we should have had those caution cones up. Now it'd be the simplest things, man. It'd be the simplest things. So the parking lot is vital. Learn a lot. You can observe a lot from in the parking lot. You catch people coming from the parking lot that's about to go into the store and do some dirt. I done caught a lot of people doing a lot of fraudulent things. I caught people doing drugs in the parking lot. It's so much stuff that go in the parking lot. Like, by itself, it makes no sense. That Why do y'all think that Walmart has hired third party security to patrol the parking lot? Which I feel like is a waste of damn money. If y'all want me to be raw with y'all, I feel like it's a waste of money to sit here and hire a third party security company for some shit that you could pay your APAs to do. But see, the problem is they don't want to be liable for anything that may go left. So that's why they hired a third party company. So if anything goes left, they can put the blame on them. And they ain't got to be liable for anything, and they ain't got to cough up no money. Which I feel like I mean, I get it, but it's stupid. It's dumb. It's dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's that serious, like, hire off duty, because you got some stores that got off duty and third party security. Like, it makes no sense. I feel like it's a slap in the face for us to us APAs. Like, why do you have us here if you got off duty? I mean, I understand off duty, but if you got third party security here too, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and off duty can go patrol the parking lot. What you need third party security for? You just throwing money down the drain. Y'all could be investing. I feel like they can invest that money that they're using to pay third party security and invest into their own AP squad. Better training, maybe better equipment, um, better pay. I don't know. I just feel like it should go towards the APAs. I don't think you should go and waste money on third party security. Like, I could see if they were doing shit that we couldn't do, if they could go hands on, if they could stop people in the parking lot, things like that. But they can't do no more than what we can do. They can't go hands on, they can't stop nobody. All they can do is observe and report. That is it. They can't do shit. They can't do a damn thing. Feel me? So they just wasting money. Wasting money. And that's one of the things that I don't like about these companies, man, for real. But it is what it is at the end of the day. So APAs, man, focus on the parking lot. You're gonna have a lot of foot traffic leading up to Christmas and the New Year's. Remember the rules. You can still go into the parking lot. It's just you can't go into the parking lot when you're trying to make an apprehension. But outside of that, you free to go into the parking lot. So patrol your parking lot thoroughly. See what you can find. Be highly observant. Um, try to look for things that stick out, that look iffy. You feel what I'm saying? But y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all want to end this year on a good note. You know what I'm saying? Set the bar high going into next year, because this thing don't stop. This thing don't never stop. This is a high demanding job. So it's only gonna get better as time goes on. But y'all be safe out there. Y'all be safe. Y'all take care of each other. Um, and yeah, keep kicking ass and taking names. But y'all know what it is. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Yeah, but that's about it. So observe your parking lot, patrol your parking lot, keep making an impact, keep being great. Y'all know what it is. Stand your ground, watch your surroundings, be alert at all times. It's your boy Eagle Eye Miller. Till next time, raw and unscripted.